Most people are never told this, but after the age of 70, the body handles stress very differently than it used to. Studies show that the stress hormone cortisol, which should rise briefly and then drop, often stays higher for longer in older adults, especially at night. When that happens, the body shifts into protection mode instead of repair mode. That one change explains a lot. It explains why belly fat becomes stubborn even when you're eating less. It explains why sleep feels lighter or broken. And it explains why you can wake up tired even after spending hours in bed. This isn't about willpower. It's not about calories. It's about timing inside the body. At night, cortisol is supposed to fall so the body can rest, repair, and burn stored energy. But when cortisol stays high, the body does the opposite. It holds on to belly fat, interrupts deep sleep, and keeps the brain slightly alert as if it's waiting for a problem that never comes. That's why many seniors say, "I don't feel stressed, but my body acts like I am." This is also why common advice stops working. Eating less can push cortisol higher. Exercising harder can do the same. And sleep pills don't fix the real issue. They just cover it up while cortisol keeps interfering in the background. The real key isn't forcing the body to relax. It's helping the body feel safe again. When the nervous system gets the right signals, cortisol naturally comes down. Sleep becomes deeper, and the body finally feels safe enough to release stored belly fat instead of protecting it. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 specific herbs that help send those calming signals, especially in older bodies. One of them works better than the rest at lowering cortisol at the right time, but the others support it so the results last. Before we begin, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. This channel is here to help seniors understand what's happening inside their bodies and how simple, natural choices can bring calmer nights, better sleep, and a healthier future. Now let's start with the herb that makes the biggest difference, because this is the one that directly addresses the real problem we talked about, cortisol staying too high for too long. Herb W1, ashwagandha. What makes ashwagandha different is that it doesn't force the body to sleep, and it doesn't shut down stress completely. Instead, it helps the body rebalance how it responds to stress, especially at night when cortisol is supposed to be low. After 70, the stress system often gets stuck in the on position. Even if your life feels calm, the body may still act like it's under pressure. Ashwagandha helps gently tell the nervous system, "You're safe now." When that signal gets through, cortisol starts to come down naturally. This matters for belly fat because cortisol has a direct effect on where fat is stored. When cortisol stays high, the body protects the belly area. It's not trying to make you gain weight. It's trying to shield vital organs during what it believes is a stressful time. Lower cortisol, and that protection mode slowly turns off. Sleep improves for the same reason. High cortisol keeps the brain alert, even when you're tired. That's why many seniors fall asleep but wake up in the early hours, or sleep lightly and never feel fully rested. Ashwagandha helps reduce that nighttime alertness so the brain can finally move into deeper sleep. Another reason this herb works well for seniors is that it's calming without being sedating. You don't feel knocked out. You don't feel foggy the next morning. Many people described feeling steadier, less reactive, and more settled, especially in the evening. Consistency matters here. Ashwagandha works best when taken regularly, not as a one-time fix. Over time, it helps retrain the stress response so cortisol doesn't spike as easily and doesn't stay elevated when it shouldn't. You'll find ashwagandha in powders, capsules, and teas. Many seniors prefer low, steady amounts rather than high doses. The goal isn't to overpower the body, it's to support it gently. Think of ashwagandha as the reset switch. It doesn't do everything on its own, but it creates the right conditions. Once cortisol starts coming down, sleep has a chance to improve. Belly fat is no longer being protected, and the body can finally move from survival mode into repair mode. But lowering cortisol once isn't enough. Now here's something many people don't realize. Lowering cortisol at night is important, but if stress keeps spiking during the day, cortisol has a way of creeping right back up when you least want it to. That's where the second herb comes in. This one doesn't work by knocking stress down suddenly. Instead, it helps the body handle stress better in the first place, so cortisol doesn't surge as often or as sharply. Herb 2, holy basil, sometimes called tulsi. After 70, the body becomes more sensitive to everyday stressors. A poor night of sleep, a blood sugar dip, a tense conversation, even worrying thoughts can all trigger a cortisol spike. And every spike tells the body the same thing: hold on to energy. Protect the belly. Holy basil helps soften that response. It supports the way the body reacts to stress, so small triggers don't cause big hormonal swings. Instead of cortisol shooting up and staying elevated, the stress response becomes smoother and more controlled. This is especially important during the day, because daytime cortisol surges often decide what happens at night. There's another reason holy basil matters for belly fat. It helps support stable blood sugar. When blood sugar rises and crashes, cortisol steps in to compensate. That leads to more fat storage around the middle and more cravings later on. By keeping blood sugar steadier, holy basil reduces the need for cortisol to jump in as backup. Many seniors notice this as fewer energy dips, less stress eating, and a calmer feeling after meals. Holy basil also supports the nervous system in a gentle way. It doesn't make you sleepy. It doesn't slow you down. Instead, it helps you feel more balanced, less reactive to stress, less overwhelmed by small things, and better able to move through the day without tension building up. That calm carries into the evening. When daytime stress is lower, nighttime cortisol doesn't have as much momentum. Sleep comes easier. The body doesn't stay on guard, and the benefits you get from ashwagandha at night are much more likely to last. Holy basil can be taken as a tea, capsule, or extract. Many people enjoy it earlier in the day or with meals. The goal isn't intensity, it's consistency. Small, regular support helps the stress system stay steady. Think of holy basil as the buffer. Ashwagandha helps reset cortisol when it's time to rest. Holy basil helps prevent stress from undoing that reset. Together, they create a calmer rhythm day and night. As with any herb, follow label directions and check with a healthcare professional if you're managing blood sugar or taking medication. Even after stress is better managed during the day, many seniors still struggle once night arrives. You may feel tired when you lie down, yet your mind won't fully slow, or you fall asleep, then wake up too early and can't settle again. This isn't because your body lacks sleep. It's because the brain hasn't completely shifted into rest mode. That's where the next herb becomes important. It helps the mind finally release that last bit of tension so the body can move into deeper, more restorative sleep. That's where the third herb becomes important. Magnolia bark. Magnolia bark helps the brain let go, not by knocking you out and not by forcing sleep, but by calming the parts of the nervous system that stay slightly alert at night. For many older adults, that alertness is driven by lingering stress signals that haven't fully shut off. Magnolia bark helps quiet those signals. When the brain feels safe enough to relax, sleep naturally becomes deeper. Instead of light, broken sleep, the body can move into the stages where real repair happens. This is when muscles recover, hormones rebalance, and the stress system finally gets a real break. This is also why magnolia bark supports belly fat loss indirectly. When sleep is shallow, stress hormones tend to rise again in the early morning hours. That tells the body to protect energy and store fat, especially around the middle. Deeper sleep helps prevent that early morning stress response. Many seniors describe the effect of magnolia bark as a gentle easing of mental tension. Thoughts don't race as much. Worry doesn't linger as long. And if you wake during the night, it's easier to fall back asleep instead of lying there alert and frustrated. Magnolia bark is usually taken in the evening closer to bedtime because that's when its calming effect is most helpful. The goal isn't to overpower the body. It's to support the natural shift into rest. If you're currently using sleep medications, anxiety medications, or anything that already makes you drowsy, it's important to check with a healthcare professional before adding magnolia bark. This step helps ensure everything works together safely, especially after 70. When magnolia bark is combined with the first two herbs, something important happens. Stress is lower during the day, nighttime calm becomes easier to reach, and sleep becomes more consistent instead of unpredictable. Sleep matters, but it isn't the whole picture. Even with better nights, many seniors still feel worn down during the day, not anxious, just low on energy. Normal tasks take more effort, focus fades faster, and by afternoon the body feels tired even without doing much. This isn't the same stress we talked about earlier. It's the kind that comes from everyday effort slowly draining the system. When the body doesn't recover well, the stress response stays slightly switched on in the background. That's where the fourth herb fits in. This one is rhodiola. Rhodiola isn't about calming stress spikes or smoothing blood sugar. Its role is different. It helps the body recover faster from effort, both mental and physical. After 70, that recovery system often slows down. The body handles demand, but it doesn't bounce back the way it used to. When recovery lags, the stress system stays slightly engaged. Not enough to feel anxious, but enough to keep cortisol from fully settling later on. Rhodiola helps close that loop. It supports the body's ability to meet daily demands without feeling drained afterward. That might show up as better focus, less mental exhaustion, or a feeling that you still have something left in the tank by evening. Not more energy, more capacity. This matters because unresolved fatigue quietly feeds stress hormones. When the body feels depleted, it stays alert as a form of self-protection. Rhodiola helps reduce that background strain so the system doesn't stay on edge. Many seniors describe the effect as feeling more durable, less fragile, less easily overwhelmed by the day. That durability makes it easier for everything else you're doing to work, especially the nighttime calming we talked about earlier. Rhodiola is usually taken earlier in the day, often in the morning. It's not meant for nighttime use. Its job is to support resilience while you're active, so the nervous system doesn't carry leftover tension into the evening. Because it works on stamina and recovery, smaller amounts tend to work best. And if you're already using medications that affect mood, focus, or energy, it's wise to check with a healthcare professional before adding rhodiola, just to make sure it fits safely. Think of rhodiola as the reinforcement, not stress control, not sleep induction, but support for the body's ability to handle the day and still let go at night. With stress lowered, sleep deepened, and recovery supported, there's one final herb that gently ties everything together. It helps the nervous system relax, supports digestion, and makes the shift into rest feel smoother instead of forced. Let's talk about that final herb next. Herb 5, lemon balm. This one is different from the others because it doesn't work by pushing or correcting anything. It works by softening the system. And for many seniors, that gentle effect is exactly what makes the biggest difference. As we age, the nervous system often becomes more sensitive. Even when stress hormones are lower and sleep is improving, the body can still hold on to a low level of tension, especially in the evening. Thoughts linger, digestion feels heavy, the mind doesn't fully settle. Lemon balm helps ease that background tension so the body can transition into rest more naturally. Lemon balm has a long history of being used to support calm and comfort. It works quietly on the nervous system, helping reduce restlessness without making you feel sleepy or dull. Many seniors describe it as a feeling of letting go rather than being forced into relaxation. This matters because tension doesn't only live in the mind. It lives in the gut, the chest, the shoulders, and even the breathing pattern. When the body holds tension in those places, the brain stays slightly alert, even at night. Lemon balm helps calm that full body signal so rest feels safer and more natural. Another reason lemon balm fits perfectly here is its effect on digestion. Evening discomfort, bloating, or a heavy feeling after dinner can quietly interfere with sleep. Lemon balm supports smoother digestion, which removes one more reason for the nervous system to stay on guard at night. Unlike stronger calming herbs, lemon balm is very senior-friendly. It's gentle, familiar, and less likely to cause grogginess the next morning. That makes it especially useful in the later hours of the day when you want the body to slow down without feeling shut off. Lemon balm is commonly taken as a tea, tincture, or capsule, often in the evening. Many people enjoy it after dinner or closer to bedtime as part of a calming routine. The key is consistency, not strength. A small, regular signal of calm helps the nervous system learn that it's safe to relax. If you're already using medications that affect mood or alertness, it's always wise to check with a healthcare professional before adding any new herb, including lemon balm. That way, everything works together smoothly. Think of lemon balm as the finisher. Ashwagandha lowers nighttime stress signals. Holy basil buffers daily stress responses. Magnolia bark supports deep, restorative sleep. Rhodiola helps the body recover from daily demands. Lemon balm gently eases the nervous system into rest. It doesn't force change. It allows it. And when the body feels calm from the inside out, the improvements you've been working toward, better sleep, steadier energy, and a calmer stress response, become much easier to maintain. Now that you've seen what each herb does on its own, There's one more important piece to understand. These herbs work best when they're used to support cortisol across the entire day, not just at one moment. Cortisol isn't bad, your body needs it. The real issue is timing. Cortisol should be higher earlier in the day to help you function, and lower at night so your body can rest and repair. After 70, that rhythm often gets disrupted. Cortisol rises when it shouldn't, and stays active when it's supposed to calm down. This is where combining herbs correctly makes a difference. Some herbs support the body during the day, helping it handle effort and fatigue without overreacting. Others work best in the evening, helping the nervous system release tension so cortisol can drop naturally. When used with purpose, they don't overlap. They complement each other. Think of it as guiding the body instead of fighting it. Daytime support helps prevent stress from piling up. That means less tension carried into the night. Evening support helps the body fully switch out of alert mode so sleep can do its job. Over time, this creates a smoother rhythm where cortisol rises and falls when it's supposed to. The goal isn't taking everything at once, and it's not rushing results. The goal is consistency and timing. Simple routines work best. 1 or 2 supports earlier in the day, 1 or 2 in the evening. Small amounts, used regularly, send steady signals of balance and safety. When cortisol follows a healthier daily pattern, sleep becomes more predictable, energy feels steadier, and the body no longer stays stuck in protection mode. That's the real power of combining herbs wisely, not as a quick fix, but as a way to restore balance over time. Here's the part most people miss. After 70, the body doesn't respond to stress by burning energy. It responds by protecting itself. That's why sleep becomes lighter, recovery slows down, and stubborn belly weight appears even when nothing else has changed. It's not about doing more. It's about helping the body feel safe enough to let go. When stress hormones follow a healthier daily rhythm, everything works better. Rest comes easier, energy feels steadier, and the body stops holding on so tightly. The goal isn't fixing everything at once. It's choosing calm, consistent support and letting the body respond in its own time. If this video helped you understand what's been happening inside your body, I'd love to hear from you. Which herb stood out to you the most? Share in the comments. I read everyone. We're building a community here for strong comebacks. So subscribe, hit the bell icon, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. If this was helpful and you want to support the effort behind it, give this video a like and share it with someone you love. Join me in the next video. I've got more surprises waiting for you.